All right, we're going to review the segment and angle addition postulates right now. This first one is obviously a segment, and the truth that goes along with this is that the length of segment AB plus the length of segment BC has got to be equal to the length of the whole thing, the length of segment AC. Now, we're told that the length of segment AB is 18. We're told that the length of the whole thing is 25. So if we start with this true statement right here, we can just plug in what we know and solve from there. We would know that the length of AB is 18. We don't know what the length of BC is, but we know the length of AC is 25. If you subtract the 18 from both both sides, then you will get that the length of BC has got to be 7. So therefore, BC is 7, AB we already know is 18. Now, this is the exact same problem as this one right here. It just has some algebraic expressions in it. But otherwise, it's still the exact same thing. The truth is that the length of segment AB plus the length of segment BC is equal to the length of segment AC. And so this time I start with that truth, and I'm going to move it over here a little bit, give myself a little more room, and then I'm going to substitute in the things I know. That the length of segment AB is x plus 13. The length of segment BC is 3x plus 11. And the length of segment AC is 48. I can combine that and I get 4x plus 24 is equal to 48. Subtract the 24. 4x is equal to 24, so therefore x is 6. Now if x is 6, I can take that value and plug it back into here and get that AB must be 6 plus 13, which is 19. Plug it back into here and get 3 times 6, which is 18, plus 11 is 29. Now, while these two numbers add up, they give me that 48, and that's important. Now, the whole problem doesn't make a ton of sense because obviously it wouldn't make sense that the longer part is 19 and the shorter part is 29, but that's where the picture does not have to match the numbers. What has to matter is that the truth is still true, that the length of AB, which is this one, plus the length of BC, which is this one, adds up to be the length of AC, which is this one. Okay, the next kind of problem could involve midpoint. Now, if B is the midpoint or the middle, then the truth that goes along with that would be that the segment AB is the same length as segment BC. Okay? However long one is, the other one must be the same if B is in the middle. So therefore, length of AB is 26, length of BC is 26. This is pretty easy. This one, again, has some algebraic expressions. You start with the same thing. If we're talking about midpoint, we know B is in the middle. Then the length of BC must be the length of AB must be the same as the length of BC. I plug in the values that I'm given, and then I solve. To solve this, you could subtract x from both sides and get 13 is equal to 2x minus 11. You could add 11 to both sides and get that 24 is equal to 2x. So therefore, x is 12. If x is 12, I can take that and plug it back into right here. 12 plus 13 is 25. And then I plug it into here. 3 times 12 is 36, minus 11 is 25. And this makes sense because we know that the two are going to be equal. Now, the same thing works for angles. Now, this situation right here, the fact that we've got this angle ABC and angle CBD, and they back up to each other so as to create this straight angle, angle ABD, we know that that sum must be 180. So the truth is that the measure of angle ABC plus the measure of angle CBD all adds up to be 180 degrees. We plug in what we know. Measure of angle ABC is 63. We subtract the 63 from both sides, and we get that the measure of angle CBD is equal to 117. Okay? So this is 117. ABD has got to be 180. All right. Next one, same problem. It just involves a little bit of algebra. So we say the measure of angle ABC plus the measure of angle CBD all must add up to be 180 because they create this straight angle. Substitute in what you know. This is 12x plus 6x equals 180. That means that 18x is equal to 180, so therefore x is 10. If that's the case, you can substitute that in for here and here. 12 times 10 is 120, except that one goes for ABD. I put that in the wrong spot. It goes down here. And 6 times 10, ABD is 180. Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought that this said ABC right here, but it says ABD. I don't know if that worksheet says that or not. And angle CBD would be 6 times 10, which is 60. The other kind of problem would be this, where it's not exactly 180 degrees. So we have to kind of, look at the truth and go, well, the truth would be that the measure of angle CAB plus the measure of angle BAD all would add up to the total, the measure of angle CAD. Again, substitute in what you know. I don't know what CAB is. I do know that BAD is 39 degrees, and I know that the whole thing is 137. If I subtract the 39, I get that the measure of angle CAB is equal to 98 degrees. Measure of angle BAD, that was given to us, 39 degrees. And lastly, we start out with the same truth. The measure of angle CAB plus the measure of angle BAD is equal to the measure of angle CAD. Plug in what you know. 8x minus 5 plus 3x plus 9 equals 125. The 8x and 3x gives me 11x. The negative 5 and 9 gives me 4 equals 125. Subtract the 4, and 11x is equal to 121. So therefore, x is equal to 11. 121 divided by 11 is 11. And then you take this answer and plug it back in up here. 8 times 11 is 88. Minus 5 is 83. And then 3 times 11 is 33, plus 9 more would be 42. And to make sure, these two add up to be what we have. And they do. I hope this helped. A quick review on segment and angle addition postulate.